Glad to have you with us from the Palouse, Pullman, Washington, and Martin Stadium. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Washington State Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
Washington State's head coach told me before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
Holly, keep an eye on that one for us. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So Washington State's offense will have the football first. Let's keep an eye today on Tank Hawkins. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power forward. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option #1 for this squad.
Wide receiver going in motion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They're working that left side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Going to the running game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to go up top on second down. Out wide right, it's Beverly.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. A run for the quarterback. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Hand it to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long, gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Left side is Baker. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it. First down and more. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Hey, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
They were all over it. Washington State going quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Tigers' offense will now get its first chance with the football.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. The ride. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. After the break, they'll go back to work. Sells to run, looking to pass. Gets rid of it. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On first and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The hand to the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Hand off again. Breaks into the open. The 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he makes the extra point.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Offense in a bunch formation. Throws it back. They're all over him. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cougar!
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here's the return from inside his 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Give to the single back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. See some running room. There he goes. Powers through. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Turns up, it's Warner. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Washington State sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, Holly. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the right. It's caught. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Right side, it's Beverly. Finally, they get him out of bounds, and what a big pickup there as they get the first down.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
Out wide left, it's Beverly. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing our teams with great offenses.
Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. On the move, it's Hobbs. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the single running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw, and he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Coleman. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That holding call's really got them backed up. They're facing 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On play action. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Out wide right, it's Baker. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads it left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, pressure's coming. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is third and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult third and long situation.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me at the half they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it in his belly. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gonna run it. It's Warner. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Missouri wants to go fast. Rides to the back. Nice move to keep running. He worked hard to keep his feet, but this defense kept swarming, and they'll stop him a couple of yards short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to pass inside the red zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And, man, that is exactly what you wanted to see from this offense to start the 3rd quarter. Like, the passing game, it just wasn't in sync. It wasn't where it needs to be. You dug yourself a little bit of hole, Palmer, but coming out like this, throwing, trusting your quarterback, putting a drive together, that's got to be a good sign.
And this is where the coaching staff really makes their money. When you can go in at halftime and switch things up and make the changes you need to make to your game plan to find that rhythm and get it established. That is such a great way, you're right, to start this thing. And after this offense, it's about keeping it going and trying to stay one step ahead of the defense.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Breaks the tackle. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
From the gun, it's Warner. Turning it on. Run ends there.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here?
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Trying to punch it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got an alley. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Left side is Baker. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. Washington State. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Handoff to the single back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off-play action. Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Hawkins. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this doesn't happen. This offense continues to run through him, and he continues to be successful.
Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Second down, gonna throw it. Shoots it to the left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires left. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And that's got to be demoralizing for this defense. They've now given up a couple of different 4th downs on this drive with the lead. Someone's got to step up and make a play defensively.
This is a designed run. Touchdown, Washington State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Bringing it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Straight ahead, it's Warner. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
The lone back's got it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
What a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Well, this is the point of the game in the 4th quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. And that fumble recovery has set them up 1st and 10, all tied up here in the 4th. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Looking for a crease to the left. Breaks into the open. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an... Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Let's go down to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cougars sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Hobbs. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Out wide left, it's Hawkins. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Sells to fake. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Washington State lines up quickly.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Look out. Back's got it on the screen. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Lanier. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Hands it off on the counter. Plows through the defense. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Delayed handoff, it's Warner. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup. The clock stops, 2 minutes left to play in this one. The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Hoffman. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
2nd down, going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for running room. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Score is deadlocked, and the clock is winding down. Right back to the well. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Burrowing for yardage. There he goes. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Missouri comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. On the return.
The return is brought down at the 39. And the Missouri offense will take over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every